Buddy. So today we're gonna do something kind of fun. It's a hobby of mine, which is stargazing. So this is probably one of the highest learning curves for a hobby I've tried in a while. It just wasn't very clear and intuitive what to buy, what kind of telescope to start with, like how to look at the stars and the planets and like where to look and how. So I'm hoping to use ChatGPT here to teach you how to use a telescope, which I have over here, and the lenses, and kind of have like an assistant who's helping you determine what kind of things to look for. So I'll go through the products here right now, actually. To this thing right here, this is a Dobsonian. I'll put links to um, everything in the description, and I'm also going to affiliate link, and that helps support the channel if you do decide to purchase it. I'd greatly appreciate it. So we got the Orion Dobsonian 6 inch. The wider this thing is, the more light that comes in, the more details you'll see. And I'll get more details, but over here is the lenses, and I'll show you up here. Um, and then over here is a solar filter, and it's literally a piece of filter that I stuck to a box that I put on top of the telescope so I could look at the sun. I could get into that more in a bit, but what I want to do is say someone gifted you all this, and you're like, I have no idea how to do this, and I've seen this happen before where someone's gifted a telescope, they have no idea how to use this. So let's do this. Hey, hey, I was gifted a this and a this. How would I use it? So, uh, let's see. Probably got to refresh or make a new chat. It's just I just made a new chat. I'm gonna just copy and paste over here. Huh. Let's refresh. Sometimes if the session needs to relog in, or I don't know. Let's see if this one worked. All right, here we go. Okay, first set up the telescope on the mount, which we have. Next, attach scale telescope to the tube. Okay, the installation, there's videos on that, but it's kind of nice that it's giving you all the steps. Remember to okay. So here's a common thing. I'm gonna open this thing up here, and it's a bit overwhelming because there's all these eyepieces and colors, and I'll go through some of these right now. Like this is the most commonly used one. It's a 32 millimeter uh, lens that it's an eyepiece that you look into, and I'll just show you real quick. To remove it, you just unscrew this thing, and I could do a detailed video if y'all want, but this is not the point of this. I want to just show you how you would use basic understanding with how to look at certain planets. So let's do this. We have two lenses here. One's a 32 millimeter and one is a 17 millimeter. Okay. And let's just start with that for right now. Um, I have, whoops. Okay, when would I use a 32 millimeter lens versus a 17 millimeter lens? And what the ultimate goal of this is going to be to figure out what lens to use when and for what planets, time of day, and all that's gonna be a lot of other things to factor. But I just want, if you were to buy a product like this, I don't want you to be nervous because you're gonna have guidance here. So this is a bit verbose. Look, I just want to know what lens do I use when. Okay, so I'm gonna be like, hey, let's just make it more clear. I want to look at the moon, and and you know what? Why don't we go to this page and include all the different eyepieces, which is we're going to copy, which is going to be all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. One's a Barlow that magnifies, so that's why it's 5 with a Barlow. But you know what? Let's include all this. Okay, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna do a real life example. It's a full moon tonight. Whoops, goal. Full moon tonight. It's what? And I have the following. I'm not even gonna tell what it is. I have the following. Which should I use for the best view? That's a great answer. That's a great answer. So that's this one. So this is exactly where was this 6 months ago? The amount of time I had to spend trial and error and figuring out was so long. And look, read the manual, watch some videos, read a book. That's great. That's fine. But like, I'm out in the wild, you know, and they give you like some documentation, like what to use when, but it's not like, I don't know, it's just not that cool, honestly. Um, okay, so we're making some progress here. So here's another thing that this is a, and by the way, flame me or tell me if you think what I thought was not the right idea, but I just wanted to get into something. So there's these color lenses down here, which I have here. I'll show you really quick what one of them looks like. This is not a, it's a clear one. This is a green one. And you could, just if you want to know, you take them, you attach them, you screw it in. And the reason why this is useful, I'll show you right now, is you could stick that on and it'll filter stuff out in the sky. And we'll get a little bit more detailed there on how the best way to best colors to use. So I'm gonna take these and be like, and actually I've never tried this. I have these color filters. Okay, I will use the 32, okay, millimeter eyepiece. I have these colored filters. Which ones would I use for the moon? Put it in a table and uh, tell me simply why. I don't want. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to make it rank it because a common problem I'll have is I'm trying to show a friend something and I, I don't want to fumble through the colors. Put the data in a above in a table and add a column rank 1 to 10, 10 being the highest for seeing highest quality. Let's just see if it does it. Um, so I want to try to get this to rank the colors. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, so you will know. Okay, how about this? All right, here we go. Take the above table and also incorporate the the lens sizes. Lens lens sizes. I could be more specific. I kind of wanted to do the thinking for me. Okay, so it's probably going to keep using 32 millimeter. Okay. All right. You know where we're going to go with this. Okay. Basically, what I would love is a product that could tell me what lens to use with what color filter and when and on what planet. So we're gonna try to we're literally gonna try to build this right now. All right. Okay. What's the best? So Jupiter and Saturn are one of the funnest. things to look at in the sky. They're just so gorgeous, and they're always a little different. What's the best, given what I have above, what is the best combination for looking at Jupiter? Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's saying take a 15 millimeter, which I have somewhere in here. This is a 13, but a 13 will work. So take a 15 or a 13, because it says 15 to 6, so anywhere, anything in between, and add a blue to it. So this is so, I can't, for people who are trying this for the first time, I cannot stress how useful this is. So we're gonna make this even easier. Take this and put it in a table similar to what you did above. So I basically just want a simple breakdown on what to use where and how, what the quality is. Okay, so that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, you know where we're gonna go with where we're gonna go, what we're gonna do next. Add a column for planet or moon and include all the objects in the sky I can see. Add a column. And yeah, that's vague, but my goal is I want to make it give me all the planets, what pieces to use. Exactly. Okay. All right. I like this. This is fine. This is so good. Okay. Now, now take the above and add Saturn, Mars, yeah, um, and the sun. That's going to be uh, no. I have a solar filter, so I'm going to take I have a, and I'm gonna be lazy. Let this do the heavy lifting for you. Now, note I have a paste. Okay, so yeah, let's see. This is gonna be a like, I'll use this. I will definitely use this. Okay, I'll give you my feedback on this. Okay, that's pretty good. That's perfect. Wow, 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 wow. We're gonna try something kind of interesting here after this. Okay, okay. All right. I like that they didn't include the sun. We could get a little bit more detail. That's more complicated. Do not do it without researching it, please. Because if you do it wrong, you could burn your eye. You could I've heard stories where people burn their beards because you're magnifying the sun into one focal point, burning. So just be careful with that. But that's what this is. I'll put this over here. All right. So let me just give some feedback from what I know and I've done. So the moon, that's pretty good. With the moon, you could also use a 15 millimeter to get a good view, but I mean, um, blue, green, red, and orange, and they rank it. So like I have not found this online anywhere. Um, Jupiter, that's pretty good. I'll start with the 32, then I'll make my way down because what you'll notice is, um, the Earth's rotating so quick, so Jupiter's moving out of the moon or moving out of the scope very quickly. Saturn, same thing, but and note 6 millimeter is pretty. It's good. It's a great view, but it doesn't last very long because it'll just move out of the scope. Okay, you just learned a great intro telescope with and how to use the lenses and what to use for what. And the goal is how to use ChatGPT to to be able to know. Because honestly, I looked at hundreds of videos and maybe not hundreds, but like 20 plus. There was just never a great one, and just researching a ton online. I went to Discord channels or go to meetups, and like this would have saved so much time. All right, we're gonna do something kind of interesting. Let's just see how far we get. What if we turn this into an app that imagine you could on your phone say, I have there are apps that do this actually, but let's just make an app out of it. I have these eyepieces, and this is what I want to see. Um, and this is what I want to look at. Give me the recipe. So let's try it. Write me code for the table above. Write me code that takes the input from the user, what planet, what, let's start with planets, or let's call it celestial object. Celestial object, what, uh, well, I kind of wanted to assume the equipment I have. Uh, from the table above, write me code that takes input from a user, what celestial object to look at, and I want the code to print out um, the highest scored combination for viewing. Let's give it that. And I should have okay, I already did Python, so kind of read my mind there. Probably already knows me. Okay, so this code is tailored to me because it knows the pieces I have, but um, it would be cool to be able to have an app out there that you tell it what you want to look at and it tells you how. That's where I'm going. So hey, look at this. We're getting throttled, and we could tell right here. So it didn't finish the code. I think it's throttling. So this is going to be fun. Chat, OpenAI. Since it does not have what I was doing above, I am gonna give it this text and see what we get out. Uh, oh, whoops! I copied and pasted the wrong thing. So it's not gonna know what the table is. Actually, I'm gonna copy all of this. Okay. So when it fails on you like this, just create a new one. So I'm gonna take so I'm not even gonna edit anything. I'm just literally gonna take this data up here and I'm gonna continue my request and see what it gives me. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. This will work. Did it include Mars? I think that's new, right? We didn't have Mars up. Oh no, it does. The point of this is look at how we went from hobby to products to using an AI assistant to potentially building an application. So that's where I'm trying to go with all of this. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to go to Replit, replit.com. I'll put a link in the video description. I'm going to hit create. So standard, I can make a longer video on this if y'all want, let me know. But create a user and then hit the create the top left. And since over here it said Python, yep, Python. Write a code using a Python dictionary. Okay, let's just try Python. And we're gonna call it planet telescope um, chooser. I'm gonna take, so it's creating an environment for us, um, which is really nice. I'm gonna paste that code. I'm not gonna even read it. Wow. Okay, so I mean, this is pretty basic, but again, we're just starting. I'm gonna say Mars. Okay. Hmm. Maybe it's case sensitive, and let's find out. So let's hit run again. Case sensitive means it has to be exact. Let's see if that's the case. MARS. Yep. The highest quality combination for viewing Mars is a 6. Okay, it's just telling us the color. There you have it. I mean, we can get really robust here, but we went from a hobby to starting an app. And heck, if anyone's interested in building this app out even further, we can do it. So let me know in the comments what you thought, and if you want more videos like this, just let me know. And thanks for tuning in.